Folsom could soon make a significant change in how voters elect city council members. A hot political issue dominated Folsom's city council meeting Tuesday, drawing long and passionate public comment and even riling up some of the council members. The debate, whether the city should make the transition from its current system of at-large elections, in which city-wide elections are held for 5 council seats, to district elections, which would divide the city into districts. Under the new system, voters in each district would cast their vote for their city council member, who must also live in the district. The issue came before the city council after attorney Scott Rafferty filed a demand letter with the city on October 30 threatening litigation, according to the agenda documents. Rafferty is an attorney representing Neighborhood Elections Now, the Bay Area Voting Rights Initiative, the Folsom Area Democratic Club, and a number of registered voters in Folsom having legal standing to sue the city under CVRA, the California Voting Rights Act, the agenda packet said. The California Voting Rights Act prohibits at-large election systems if it impairs a protected class such as an ethnic or language minority from electing a candidate of their choice, said City Attorney Stephen Wang in the meeting. Wang said there is a very low threshold to sue and win in CVRA cases.
Just a quick word from our sponsor.
And if a lawsuit were to be filed against the city, the plaintiffs would not have to prove an election was discriminatory, he said, making it unlikely for the city of Folsom to win in court. So far, no city that has gone to court over the issue of at-large elections has won, he said. Modesto, Whittier and Anaheim all lost their bids in court to defend their at-large election systems. Each lawsuit cost at least $1 million in legal fees paid by the taxpayers, Wang added. Santa Monica is still litigating its case and has spent more than $5 million. If Folsom were to fight the lawsuit and lose, it would also mean city officials would lose control in drawing district boundaries. Many cities in the Sacramento region have recently made the switch from at-large to district-based elections, including Elk Grove, Roseville and Citrus Heights after receiving demand letters from attorneys, according to agenda documents. I've spoken to council members throughout the region that have made the transition to districts, said Councilwoman Carrie Howell. No one did it because they wanted to do it. No one is happy that they were forced to do it. They had no choice. Howell said she was adamantly against the proposed transition, saying she thought it was absolutely, positively the wrong thing for the 80,000 people that live in this city. All of us, council members, know for the most part what is going on in nearly every neighborhood in Folsom, and to suggest that I'm only worried about what happens in my own neighborhood or that I would only be worried about what happens in my own neighborhood, that's not a valid comment, she said. I would much rather know that all 5 of the people that are sitting up here are beholden to every single resident of the city of Folsom, not just the people that live in their neighborhood, she added. Mayor Mike Kozlowski and Vice Mayor Sarah Aquino also expressed reservations about the transition. Aquino said that while she understood the arguments for both sides, she thought the advantages of the at-large system outweighed the advantages of the district-based election system. Councilwoman Rosario Rodriguez, who along with Ike Chalanchullo was one of 2 minority candidates elected to the council in November, also said she thought district elections might not be in the best interest of Folsom. When I look at this issue, I look at moving to district elections will not be solving a problem that minorities cannot get elected, Rodriguez said. And as many have said, Ike and I were organically elected to office from a lot of hard work and the outcome was overwhelming. Residents voiced their opposition to the shift, with many saying the change to district-based elections would constrain voters' choices to only 1 council member every 4 years. Under the existing at-large system, voters choose 2 or 3 council members at least every 2 years. The issue was tabled at the end of the meeting to an unspecified further date after the city receives the 2020 census data, which it needs to move forward in the process.